Hey guys, so we're still playing a bit of catch up, but that's okay. I can keep doing these till I'm blue in the face. Oh. There we go. Okay, so first one is, what is your favorite flavor in candy? Anything sour and I'm game. When it comes to sour stuff though, I think the best is the green apple. Those pack a surprisingly good punch. What did you dream about last night? So this isn't actually going to be like last night. This is going to be like last night when the question was asked. So pretty much it was like, I was a badass werewolf. How do you communicate most with your friends? Via text. I have a couple of friends I'll text if the gossip's good, i.e. one person. And then some other people I'll just randomly, like, they'll pop up on my Facebook, but I mostly text. So from my French person, I translated. I'm not gonna do French for this one because I don't want to hurt myself and butcher it, because there's a lot of, there's a few words I don't know how to pronounce. But the question was, how could you go further than friendship? And pretty much what I said was, like, it's a tricky place to get out of the friend zone, or even like navigate that space, because you don't know. And then these feelings, like, you could confuse the feeling of love with the feeling of like comfort and like something you would feel from a family. So what I told this person was pretty much, spend more time with them and just gauge everything. And then if you think it's right, then try and take the step. I know from experience it's pretty scary, but sometimes you're better off knowing where you guys stand in the grand scheme of things, as opposed to always wondering in the back of your mind, well, like, what if? Like, yes, the friendship might crash and burn, but were they actually your friend to begin with if they get upset and don't want to be friends with you anymore because of your feelings? That's just how I see it anyway. Now, somebody, being adventurous, asked, where can I stay in your city, and would you recommend a hostel or a hotel? So, this one was hard, because obviously usually I'm the type of person who'll, like, crash on relatives' couches and stuff. Even when I travel to Vancouver, I'll stay with my mother-in-law. I've never gotten a hotel except for when my husband was working on set for Deadpool 2, and then that was when we stayed in a hotel. And obviously when I was younger, traveling with my family. But here in town, there's some great hotels and stuff. The hostel, it's just sort of like tucked away behind, in my opinion, the best and I think only Thai restaurant we have in town. But the food there is freaking amazing. But overall, if you're like traveling in the summertime, just like pinch a tent in the campsites that we have. That's how you do it. Like, phenomenal scenery, like, I love it. Excuse me. Okay. Another tricky one for me. Do you give priority to a large animal or a small animal? So this one is based off of needs. Now, My dad and my sisters, they have, like, I only have two bunnies, and they're very different. One's cuddly, and the other one, she's gotta go. She's just, but, my parents and my siblings, they have a dog and a cat, and, small animal. He's pretty self-sufficient in himself, and typically smaller animals are. But if the needs change, so like if the cat was sick, you'd put more effort into the cat. Now the bigger animal, the dog, she's ill. She's to the point where if she doesn't get medicated twice a day, that's it for her. But, so in this case, the bigger animal gets the care, but let's say the roles were reversed, right? So you would give priority to the smaller animal. So the priority goes where the more critical needs are needed. So if the bigger animal needs more food, you go with the bigger animal first. If the smaller animal needs more walks or just more attention, go with the smaller animal. Like, it just depends on the needs of each. Hi! I'm working on it. It just depends on the needs of the animal. So in my family's case, we would give priority to the bigger animal over the smaller animal, but in some people, they would need to give priority to the smaller animal. What is your zodiac sign? Do you believe in the compatibility of horoscope? I am a Taurus, so I got the little bull. I'll like dabble in reading horoscopes now and then, just to like get like the cool astrological outlook. But I don't live my day to day by like, oh, I have to stay away from this color, or I have to stay away from the Scorpios, or because I feel like that's just, it's not living, you know? I mean, it's just, I don't know. There's a difference between like going for it, like, like, oh yeah, horoscopes are cool. It's like good to know, your star sign and your birth, like all that sort of stuff. I love knowing that stuff. It's another to be like, live your day-to-day life via horoscope. Like, oh, I have to stay away from the color purple, and I have to do this perfect or this perfect, otherwise my life won't work. It's a tricky one, because I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, people who do it are horrible human beings because they don't choose to think for themselves. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, so it's a hard one. And this person, which I think I can attempt this one, was another French question, and I got a good giggle out of it, because people who like, it wasn't a sort of question I ever expect. It was est-ce que tu fumes du crack? And it was, have you ever smoked crack? I was like, no, I don't dabble in illegal narcotics. I'll take like the drugs prescribed to me, which one type got me high and I had a serious case of the munchies, but I don't do illegal stuff. It's just not something that I could do. Another one was, would you like to do boxing? I'll do the exercises. Get the fuck out of here. Hi, Anna. Want to say hi? Want to say hi? Go say hi. You see you? Would you like to do boxing? I'll do the exercise, but I actually won't do it. I can't do it. Not for me. And last one was best book. I can never choose a book, so I go with like a book in the series. The series is The Women of the Otherworld series. If I remember the author, it's Kelly Armstrong. And the book, which happened to be the first one I read in the series, it's called Bitten. It's a little like the TV show, but I find it is way better. Like the books, but then again, books are always way better than the series, except for the Netflix series, A Series of Unfortunate Events. They actually went pretty close to the book, and I was impressed. But that is it for this one. I am going to enjoy my soda and my child, and I will talk to you all later. Love you. Bye.